Welcome to Frontstretch's Daytona 500 coverage. I'm Tom Bowles along with Steven Stumpf to my right, Anthony Damcott to my left. You might be browsing YouTube right now because you're looking to watch the Xfinity race, but as you know by now, it is not running. Let's start by what's going on down here. The rains have pushed back the Xfinity race to 9 o'clock tonight on Fox Sports 1 if you were looking for it. So say a little prayer for us if you're so inclined. Hopefully we'll still be standing by 11:30 midnight when that race ends. We've been here since about like 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. But the Daytona 500 is looking like it's going to run as scheduled, 4 o'clock Eastern on Fox Sports. Gentlemen, Steven, I'm going to start with you. This is a very unique Daytona weekend. The race has only been postponed as it is 3 times throughout its history, but never did we see it postponed this early. And with the rain the last 48 hours, it's just been kind of a different vibe down here. How would you explain it as your first 500 as a reporter?
Well, to Daytona, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they were action-packed. We had the truck race and the ARCA race on the same night. Then it kind of just felt like a mini break. It was kind of odd. You know, Saturday we got Xfinity qualifying in, but then that race got delayed. Sunday it got delayed instantly. The Xfinity race today got delayed again, but now it's sunny. We're still several hours away from the start of the 500, and the infield is packed. I'm sure it's going to be a great event. There's going to be tons of fans, and you know, the rain may have washed away our Sunday parade, but Monday's going to be a good one.
Want to give kudos to NASCAR here. It's definitely going to be a healthy crowd. We've already seen it file in, and the way they made that call so early on Sunday, it allowed people to change their travel plans early, figure some things out. We typically don't see that from NASCAR. I'm really impressed at the way they've handled the weather so far this season. So I think we're in for a great day. Now, you know, it did blunt the momentum a bit from what was a very exciting duels on Thursday night, and then the truck race on Friday night, Anthony, that seemed to blunt the momentum a little bit as well. It was a little bit of a choppy race, a lot of caution flags. We have more yellow flag laps than green flag laps. You know, so if you could just talk a little bit about, you know, that race, like now looking back a few days, what it means for the truck series this year. Do you think the drivers are going to start policing themselves and cutting down on some of the aggression, or do you think it's going to be as frustrating as everybody was talking about after the race?
Listen, firstly, congrats to Nick Sanchez. So many heartbreaks last season. To come out here, first race of the season to Daytona, get it done. Absolutely stoked for that team. The race, you were right, it was very choppy. 12 cautions for 52 laps, race high for the Truck Series at Daytona. Slowest Truck Series race as far as average speed. Didn't even eclipse 100 miles per hour. We even had a red flag for rain at one point because that's just the way the Truck Series went. So overall, Daytona's going to Daytona. There's going to be a lot of aggression early on. We've spent the entire offseason waiting to kind of rebound from the disaster of the Phoenix Raceway finale for the Truck Series. So still a lot of aggression. However, a lot of it can be chalked up to just Daytona happening. Everybody wants to win Daytona. This race kind of gets a mulligan as far as the aggression. I feel like let's wait until Atlanta and in future weeks to see if the Truck Series has improved from their racing or not. I know that they had been called into a meeting on Thursday to basically say, hey, what happened at the end of the season, we can't have that again. So they do have the memo that what happened last year, we need to be better. So Daytona, kind of a mulligan. Anything can happen. Everything that we saw happen Friday was kind of expected. Let's wait until future weeks to see if they're going to self-police.
Yeah, that was the talk of the town, the drivers' meeting, and NASCAR really laying down the law from sources that we talked to in terms of the amount of crashes and certainly the way the championship race played out with Corey Heim and Carson Hocevar last November at Phoenix. That type of stuff cannot happen. But then we saw a really aggressive Friday night with Roger Caruth, Taylor Gray, really not happy at the way that wreck played out. So we'll see how it all develops throughout the season. But congrats to Nick Sanchez. Led 309 laps last year, wasn't able to break through on victory lane, and now he has clinched an early playoff bid. Gentlemen, I am now going to move to the race today. I think one of the things that we did learn before all the rains came was how fast the Toyotas were. They were not laying down in qualifying, so to speak, but like that one single lap time, very different from how they were in the draft. Do you feel like the Toyotas are the manufacturer to beat today, or do you guys have your eye on somebody else? Steven, I'll start with you.
I think the duels were incredibly impressive. Toyota looked stout. I do think they're going to be definitely favorites today, but I'm going to pick the guy that I've been saying all week, even all off-season, and that is Ryan Blaney. His introduction at super speedways, he needs no introduction. He's won Talladega 3 times. He's won a dual race at Daytona. He won Daytona in the summer in 2021. He's finished second in the 500 2 times. He led over 100 laps in this race in 2018. And also, Ford looked really fast in qualifying, and they've always been stout at the plate tracks, or the super speedways rather. And he also has 2 Daytona 500 winning teammates in Austin Cindric and Joey Logano. He is at a bit of a setback because of the crash in the dual race, but the Daytona 500 has been won from a backup car before, so he's my pick to go to victory lane today.
Yeah, Ryan Blaney obviously having to go to a backup after that crazy wreck in the duels. Anthony, who are you looking at? Are you looking at a non-Toyota guy, or are you like me where you think the Toyotas are going to be strongest today?
I will say the Toyotas, with the new nose, they might be able to push better. We saw it in the duels. They are stout. However, I'm also going non-Toyota. I do believe that this is the year that Kyle Busch finally wins the Daytona 500. He was leading on lap 200 last year, so at the 500-mile mark, he would have been the winner if we didn't have overtime. He's in a stout position again. He's got a fast car. He's got a teammate in Austin Dillon who can help him out. I think this is the year Kyle Busch wins the Daytona 500.
20 years of frustration, 20 years of trying, sort of, because Kyle Busch, as you know, missed 2015 with that horrible injury he suffered in the Xfinity race before the Daytona 500. As for me, I actually do think the Toyotas have a leg up on everybody today. I think their teamwork has been second to none, and I'm looking for Denny Hamlin to bring home another Daytona 500 victory. He's had an air of confidence throughout the whole weekend. But there are a couple people I would watch, and they are both in Toyotas. Number one, Martin Truex Jr. in his 20th Daytona 500. We think this could be his final full-time season, one of his last opportunities to cash in. You want to watch out for the number 19 team today. And also Jimmie Johnson. You know, he struggled to just even make the race on Thursday, needed to pass J.J. Yeley on the final corner to guarantee him in the Daytona 500, but Legacy has shown some speed throughout the week, and they are now with an organization in Toyota, or manufacturer, I should say, that's going to provide them the resources to succeed. And Johnson had so many bad things happen to him last year. I truly believe in the law of averages, and this is a guy that can still drive and wants to prove in those limited starts that he can still drive. You know, first active Hall of Famer to be in this position. I think Jimmie Johnson is going to have a really good day. So tune into frontstretch.com throughout the day for all our updates. My Twitter is NASCAR Bowles. Frontstretch's Twitter is Frontstretch. Steven, how can they follow you?
My Twitter account is Steven_Stumpf.
And Anthony?
You can find me at Anthony Damcott.
Everyone, enjoy the Daytona 500. 4 o'clock on Fox, Xfinity Series race, 9 p.m. on FS1.
Welcome to Raceface Digital, where you can buy, sell, collect, and trade digital MP4 racing cards of your favorite drivers. Receive a free 5-card fan pack when you enroll for free at racefacedigital.com, the ultimate entertainment platform.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.